Hallelujah, everyone. Welcome to the sewing stage of our training. Now we want to sew our female four corner garments. Let's start with the sleeve. Okay, this is the curve and this is the sleeve. One sleeve, one sleeve. Yeah. You place the curve under. Look out for the right side and the wrong side. Okay, this is the right side. So the right side will be under, why then the other side will be up. The same thing with the main sleeve. This is our sleeve armhole, then you join this place to the curve. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So you place it the same way you place the curve. Right side facing down while the wrong side up. Then put this together and sew. You can measure like 2 inches because we're sewing for baby. You measure like 2 inches here before you start plaiting it. Can you see? If we want to sew for adults, it shouldn't be less than 3 inches. 3.5, 4. That one you use your discretion to get the space before the plate. Remember when we're cutting, we notch this place on the main sleeve, here on the curve. Make sure they are together. They must fall in place. I make use of screwdriver to take my plate, but it's not compulsory. It is not compulsory. If you are very sure of yourself that you can make use of your hand, some people do make use of hand. Some tiny needle, and so anyone that is convenient for you. After that, this curve, place it up. All we need there is at most 2.5. You can make it 2, you can make it 2.5. So all we need there shouldn't be more than 2.5 because it is for baby. No matter what remains, fold it in. Measure the remaining 2.5, then you go ahead. Two and a half. So join it together. For babies, this place should be like 3.5. I think I explained that when I was cutting. For adults or teenagers, it starts from 4. Some people 4.5, some 5. It depends on how big your wrist is. So for babies, 3.5. Even some make use of 3.25. So your armhole, you measure this place, the cuff here. For this baby, I need 5.5 for my armhole. But for adults, I've told you how to calculate it. For someone like me, my armhole is 8. So I think you should understand like that. Some people 9, 10, 7, 7.5. I've told you how to calculate your bust minus 4 divided by 4. So whatever it gives you, then you measure it out there. Now let's join the facing to the blouse. This is our right side. Down. Faces down. This is the right side. Let it face down. Then we notch it the way we did for the male for corner. Turn it. This shows that I did not notch this place very well. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti notch ẹ̀ dáadáa báyìí, kò ní lè láwọn ibi. This for babies, at most 2 inches. If you want to sew it for adults, make it 2.5. Now straight to the darts. Dart for babies. Maybe like 1.5 or 2 inches. Maybe gbogbo ara wọn. At most 2. Adults. For adults, we measure 7 inches. Now to the waist. Waist for babies 20 inches. You know there's no zip. We're not going to add zip to it, so make it 20. It will be a bit bigger. That 20 is not their real measurement, so it will be a bit bigger than them. So 20 divided by 4 will give us 5. from this place that we notch to this place 5. Come here, from here to here, measure 5. Come to the other side, the same thing, 5. From here to here, same thing. So if we're sewing for adults, what are we going to measure there? Kí ni nǹkan tá máa wọ̀n níbẹ̀ yìí?
7 on 8.
No, on the waist measurement of the customer.
Yes,
The waist
divided by
measurement
4.
is 28 divided by 4.
4,
That will be
that's
7.
7.
If it is 35 divided by 4, that will be
That will
8
be 8
3/4.
3/4.
That is what we measure from this place that you notch to here. This to here.
So we are dividing the waist divided by 4.
Yes. Then this case. Where's the right side? Okay, right side. Right side will face the right side. And so, before you start taking the pleats, you start your pleats where this mark is. You know, we've measured the waist out. So our waist starts from this place. Gbogbo bí sewing allowance ni. So you sew it straight. No pleats. Yes, we've gotten to the pencil. Then you start pleating. Can we see the way I'm pleating it? It depends on how tiny you want it to be. This way I'm taking it. By the time I finish sewing, you will think it is gathers. And gathers, we don't take it this way. I'm for gathers. You just run it through. You lose one, you lose all. But this pleat is not like that. So by the time I finish sewing this, we think it is gathers. Because it will be too tiny. So if you don't want it to be this tiny, yes, you can as well. You know how to take it. Come as a tiny G. Just, you know. But I don't want that. As I'm taking this plate, I'm using this thumb to hold this down. So as you are pleating it, this will not follow the skirt. The blouse will not follow the skirt. Tí mi bá di bí mú, okay, jẹ́ ká wò. Ẹ máa fi kún tẹ̀lé. So you use this your thumb to hold it down. Then,
Show us
I
now.
have one style that I do. The way I sew my garments, I pipe this place. Some people will weave it after sewing, but I prefer to pipe it. It makes it neater. Only so I prefer to pipe instead of weaving, and this is how to pipe. Measure your waist. What do we have here? We have 13.5. Measure 13.5. Cut it out. Maybe you can use the weight can be 1.5, can be 2 inches. Then it must not get to this your sewing line. Ìlà tí ojú owó yẹn kò gbọdọ̀ débẹ̀. Tó bá débẹ̀, ó máa da pleat tẹ̀tí tò sí bẹ̀rù. you can see my sewing is here. So this pipe, the one I'm piping is up, while the one I used to hold the plate down is still down. Kò gbọdọ̀ tó bá ti débẹ̀ yẹn plate yẹn kò ní set. This is the excess. Now use this to cover it up. Ẹ ti rí pé ìtẹ́gí yẹn ó kéré. Force ni mo fi fold ẹ̀. So I don't know if you notice that my skirt is up while the blouse is down when you want to pipe it. Because if you place it like this, the blouse is up and it can easily overlap. So you place it this way. Your skirt will be up while piping it.
Okay.
So you can see that it looks neater than weaving. Now we want to join it we want to join the two sides together. Measure your armhole. Remember our armhole, I said it earlier, 5.5. Measure it out. Because this is for baby, they have no bust. So you measure your waist. Waist, what did I call the waist? 20 inches. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10. You can see it remains 3/4. Divide that 3/4 into 2. That is
1.5 inch.
3/4. Abi?
1.5
and a quarter.
An inch.
And a quarter. 1.5 times 2 is 3. So that 3/4 divided by 2 will give you quarter and a point. So that means 1.5, a quarter, and a point. This is our waist measurement. Now the remaining ones to divide it into 2. 1.5, a quarter, and a point. Then join this together. If we're sewing for, I don't think we were sewing for an adult, you measure the bust out. Maybe the bust is 34 divided by 2 is 17. Measure it out. The remain, divide it by 2. A part here, a part here. When we want to sew for sister, we'll make it for adults. So wait time for so yama lay practice it.